Today we're at Red Atlanta, and my safety rating has taken a beating, and I'm now down in an A and B safety rating lobby. So this is my European account that I'm working on improving the driver rating on, and currently I'm in what most people would say would be some of the dirtiest lobbies you'll find on Gran Turismo. So let's see how it goes. I'm starting in 14th in the Ferrari 458. We have 5 laps to try to make up some positions here. So I already see one car off in turn 1 at the start, but overall pretty clean start as we pick up one position from that guy going off. And even here going through turn 3, it's still pretty clean. But cars usually bunch up down here, and you see the McLaren in front of me get a little squirrely, and we go around the outside here, pick up another position, so that's already 2 positions on the opening lap. And now I'm just trying to run down these cars ahead. As you see, they're bunching up. It looks like they're making contact with each other. You can see they're just running really close to each other, and that allows me to get a little bit better run. I always want to make sure there's a little bit of distance there so I can get a good clean run onto the back straightaway and then get into the draft of the car ahead of me, and that just pulls me clear of the BMW here. So now we're up to 11th position. And we've got a few cars side by side up ahead, but I just try to back out of it and fall in line here. But I get a little bit of a run on the Supra, and maybe a little ambitious here going to the inside. I think a little lag made me bump him there. So maybe not the cleanest overtake, but we get that one done and we're up into 10th now. So we've got 4 laps left. And I see a few cars off up in the distance running wide. They come back on track and cause a bit of chaos here as everyone's just jumbling up. I decide to go around this Ferrari. He touches me just slightly there. And here's where I make a mistake, where I think the Ferrari's next to me and I'm too busy looking ahead to check my mirrors and just run wide and end up losing the position to him and the Supra. So the Supra gets his position back. So now we've got to try again. As they make contact, I decide to go around wide here on the Supra. And then again, same thing. I try to use all the track and get a good run on the Ferrari here and pick up those positions. So back up now into 8th. Lost 2 positions, but pretty much gained them back in just a couple more corners. So now we're just focusing on picking up the draft of the car ahead and possibly getting another position here as we come to the braking zone. And I lightly tap the Ferrari there, and he goes to the inside to cover it off, but just slows down way too much, and I'm able to pick up that position as well. Now up into 6th place at the end of lap 2. And I still see a few cars ahead, so let's see if we can catch them in just 2 more laps basically as we jump ahead here and go to the end of this lap. I'm now catching up to that group that was ahead, and it's 3 cars all kind of battling each other. So here I just brake normally. I see the Supra go wide, so I time this later apex and get up the inside of him here. And that just shows how important a good exit is coming out of the chicane there as you carry that speed all the way down the front straightaway and into turn 1. So easily get that position. We now have 2 laps left, and we're in 5th place with 2 cars close ahead. And I'm going to try to run them down, but they're obviously a little bit quicker. But coming through turn 3 here, I can see I'm gaining, so now it's just time to apply pressure to them, and hopefully they'll make a mistake. As we come through turn 5 here, I see the McLaren run wide, and that's my opportunity. So I go ahead and go on the outside of him here, manage to clear him, and then I brake a little bit tight to the inside to just cover it off. And then here I decide to just take a normal line, and luckily he doesn't try and dive bomb me, but he runs wide there on the exit, which gives me a little bit of breathing room to attack the Jaguar, which is the next car ahead. You can just barely see 1st and 2nd. They're way ahead, way down the road. Don't have a chance of catching them, but possibly could get a podium position here on this last lap. So now it's just about applying pressure. I know this guy's probably pretty decent, but we're going to apply the pressure to him on this last lap and hope for a mistake. So now we're coming onto the final lap, and we've gained 10 positions so far, and the racing, I feel, was pretty clean. A little aggressive, but it's a sprint race. What do you expect? And now we see the Jaguar run a little wide, and I just want to get close and see if I can, pressure him into a mistake. It's really this part of the track. You can't pass until the exit of turn 5. So it's just about trying to stay close. I don't feel like I'm that close, but he goes a little wide there, so now I feel like I'm close enough to apply the pressure, as it looks like he's trying to defend a little, so I kind of move around in his mirror. I want to distract him. And it seems to work, as he dives for the inside really early here. At apexes early, while I take a normal line and just get a massive run on him, because he compromised his exit so much with that early entry. And now we're side by side as I'm slowly pulling ahead, but we've still got the chicane to go. So I make the decision to go ahead and get on the racing line and see what he does. I see him moving over, and I suspect he's going to carry too much speed, so I brake a little bit more, falling behind him, and there he loses the back end. I get the position back, and that puts us on the podium from 14th up to 3rd. He just went too deep, couldn't hold on to it, but feel pretty good about that race. And the driving in this lobby was pretty clean, pretty respectable. It was a really fun race, so I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.